Distortion pedals are something extremely fun to play around with. It's easy to switch out on a pedal board and doesn't cost as much as getting a new amplifier head. In the past year, seeing how amplifiers are kind of disappearing more and more, there's a new wave of really killer distortion pedals out there on the market. And in this video, I'm going to showcase 8 different ones. I'll start by playing through the pedal with my favorite tweaked sound, and then I'll share a couple of words what I like about the pedal. In the end of the video, there will be a direct sound comparison as well as a summary where I pick winners. The pedals I've chosen are the ones I see are on the top of their game right now. There's a ton of other options out there, I know, but this is my video, so I get to pick the pedals, okay? I have made individual videos on all these pedals in the past, so if you want to hear more from a specific pedal, you can find links in the description of this video. I'm using a Seymour Duncan Power Stage 170 solid state power amplifier. I think it's a good flat and non-coloring power amp that will show the true nature of the sound of these pedals. I'm using this Solar A1.6D straight into the pedal, into the power amp, into my Hesu 2x12 cabinet, and this microphone is an SM58 Shure. The metalcore is a very simple pedal. It has an insane amount of gain, and just by setting every setting to about 12 o'clock, you get a pretty good default distortion sound. I just wished it had a mid dial just like the Metal Zone pedal, because I think in general the metalcore is a better distortion pedal than the Metal Zone, but you would have to add some mids in your power amplifier or on the Seymour Duncan Power Stage I have down here. Something I really like about the Pathos distortion is how it sounds with big open chords like this. When you play, it doesn't get messy, and it's just a very clear sounding distortion. And you have 2 different voicings, you have edge and smooth. The smooth doesn't have as much gain as I would hope, but the edge mode is really great though. Now this pedal has 2 channels that both sound killer, and they're both really nice and chunky sounding. And something I like about this pedal is that it has a presence dial on both channels. This is something that is usually not present on pedals, but for me it's really welcoming. Even though there's usually a presence dial on your power amp, it's always nice to have more options. Also, the high end sounds very natural and tube-like in this pedal. The Ceres is the only 3-channel distortion pedal among all of these pedals, and that makes it unique. So you can set it up for a rhythm tone, a lead tone, and a clean tone. The pedal has a ton of gain and then some, and it sounds absolutely crushing for being a distortion pedal. Now, the reason I brought in this pedal in this video is because most of these other ones are over $100 in price. This one is 25 bucks. So it's really in the absolute lowest price range. But still, with that said, it sort of gets the job done. Same as with the metalcore, you would want to add some mids to get it to exactly where you want it. But it is a passable distortion. Be careful though, working this little tone dial though. If you dial it too loud, it's gonna sound like ass. The Apex preamp is the only one of these pedals that has a built-in noise gate into it, which is definitely something you need when you're doing high gain distortion. It's made for really tight and choppy playing. The tight switch here is a great feature, but I actually quite enjoy the pedal without the tight switch engaged. It gets a little bit more old school style vibe that reminds me a lot of Pantera. This is such an awesome pedal. The distortion is really thick and saturated, and it can become really tight if you wanted to, or just a little bit more aggressive thanks to the different modes here on the pedal. And this sounds like a full-fledged amplifier, basically. I would love to have something like a presence dial on this one though, because it's a little too dark in the high end. Definitely something you can fix with the presence of a power amplifier if you need more of that. This is a really fun pedal, and it really stands out from the rest. It's obviously made to sound like, you know, Swedish death metal, Entombed, Dismember. And the layout is as simple as it gets. You have a gain dial and a volume dial. I mean, it's pretty much a one-trick pony, but it's a good one if you're into this type of sounds. And it's only like 50 bucks. So there you go. Those are all the pedals in the test. Now, which one of these would I pick to become the best distortion pedal of 2019. I'm gonna make 3 choices, one based on price, one based on features, and one based on sound. So price-wise, which pedal gives you the most for the money? And I think I would have to go with the Rev G or the Abasi Pathos. Fine, the Rev G is $229 and this one is $199. But these are the cheapest of these pedals that sound really close to a tube amplifier when it comes to the distortion. And these are both incredible pedals, and it doesn't hurt that both of them are sort of small. If your spending limit is $100, I will go with the metalcore. Feature-wise though, even though some of these pedals have 3 channels, you know, a wide array of different modes and so on, I would probably go with the Apex preamp because it has the noise gate. If you get any of these pedals to play metal, you would probably have to get an additional noise gate pedal anyways to put in your pedal board for playing a live show. The Apex has it built in, saves 1 space on your pedal board, also doesn't hurt that the pedal itself sounds really kick-ass. Now picking a winner solely on tone or sound, which I guess is like the most important thing for you guys out there, other than, you know, the price is really important as well, of course. But if I got to pick 3 pedals, it would probably be this one, and this one. All these sound as close to a real tube amplifier preamp as possible, and they are all great choices if you want to have the absolute best metal tone from a distortion pedal. But if I had to pick one solely on the metal tone out of these, it would have to be the KSR Ceres. I mean, it has the gain that you need, it has 3 channels and a bunch of modes, and most of all, it sounds like a crushing tube amplifier. Unfortunately, it is the most expensive out of these pedals, but when tone is this good, the price is not as important anymore. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and see you next time. Also, this guitar is available for pre-order from today. solarguitars.com. I've been dying to show this guitar because it's so lovely.